What's up, YouTube? WildLion Games here, and today we have an honest review for Roller Champions, Ubisoft's new title that they premiered at E3 this past year. It's a roller skating game. If you ever seen the movie Rollerball, it's kind of like that. You've probably seen a ton of YouTube channels comparing it to Rocket League. Is this Rocket League on rollerblades? Is this Rocket League on skates? Is this the new Rock? Yada 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 yada. So I was lucky enough to get an invite from Ubisoft to play the alpha, and got a lot of time playing it. I think it was 2 weeks. I think they had the closed alpha. It was 2 weeks, something like that. It closes on the 23rd, and I'm writing this review on the 22nd. But I got to spend a good amount of time with it, and to be honest, this is probably what this alone will probably tell you what my thoughts are on the game. Is I spent maybe hour and a half, 2 hours playing it within that 2 weeks. Now, granted, I've been busy. I still have to go to work with my job, even with the quarantine stuff going on throughout the country with the coronavirus. I still got to go to work, so I don't get as much time to play video games that I would like. But I still only spent 2.5 hours with it in the 2 weeks, and I probably spent in that 2 weeks 10 hours playing Warzone on Call of Duty, or I don't know, any Trials Fusion, right? I had time to play other games. I would have rather been playing other games. So if you're going into this thinking that it's going to be like Rocket League, it's not. Now I get it. When I saw the trailer, when I saw the other gameplay videos too, I was like, oh yeah, people are right. This is definitely this is Rocket League on roller skates. It's not. I'm sorry, and maybe other people obviously people find the game fun, because as you can see, other people have way more. They have thousands and thousands of fans, and I don't have any fans. And you get fans. I think you even get like 45 fans even for losing a game. So you're always gaining fans for playing. But even when I did win, it was only something like 90 fans, maybe 100. So it's not a lot. So when you see these guys that have 12,000 fans, they've been playing the game quite a bit, and they're probably pretty good too. It's not an easy game to pick up, but neither is Rocket League. But the difference is, Rocket League, you have a lot of opportunity to touch the ball, right? Because the ball, you're never actually holding possession of the ball in Rocket League. You're more of just passing it around, hitting it around, trying to score, shoot. The ball's constantly moving. It's never static to a car, unless you're obviously they have their special game modes, but in the traditional Rocket League game modes, it's never stuck to a car. This one, your character is actually carrying the ball, but because of that, you get a lot of Kobe Bryants out there on the court. What I mean is, you're not getting the ball. You're not, and that's I have. One team I did play, they definitely used teamwork and would pass the ball up, but for the most part, even the games I lost, it was just a one-man show. It was whoever on the other team got the ball, he would just ride around, and someone would knock him over, and someone on my team would pick him up, and it's basically just a back and forth of people just carrying the ball around the rink. And some of them are really good at their skills and, running up on the walls, jumping off the walls. And I haven't been able to figure that out yet. I'm not good enough at the game yet, as you can see by my gameplay. I probably have the worst example. Maybe I have a good gameplay to watch, because I'm sure a lot of people will be in my shoes and will step into the game not experts. And there's a lot of experts in the game already. So maybe my gameplay will show you what it's like for, the average gamer to jump in and try and play this. And back to Rocket League, I'm not the greatest Rocket League player, but I have way more fun playing Rocket League than this game. The reason being is I have more opportunities to touch the ball. Rocket League has a ton of skill involved in it, especially, when you start getting to those, even at the gold level, but especially when you're getting to those platinum and diamond level players. That's just pure stick skill that, that takes tons and tons and tons of practice. Thousands of hours on top of thousands of hours to get that good, and I'm just not there. But I still have fun at the silver tier in Rocket League, and it's just fun, man. It's fast paced. Even if you're someone like me who picks the game up occasionally, you can score right? You can score. You can still have fun with your friends. You can still, make some great saves. This one, I never got that feeling. It's just I feel like I spent 80% of the time in Roller Champions just kind of skating around and knocking people over. I spent most of my time just skating around in circles, not doing anything, just watching my teammates. Teammates. I meant teammates. One of my teammates just carrying the ball for a whole lap to try and score. Or knocking the opponent over and taking the ball, but then getting knocked over, and then watching someone just skate around the ring. I mean, there's so much downtime. Rocket League, you're always active. You're always on the hunt for the ball. This one, there's a lot of downtime where you're not a part of the play, and there really isn't any play. There's no, there's teamwork, but it's not utilized, and that's not Ubisoft's fault. But I don't know. It's a cool game. Don't get me wrong. I hate to sit here and people obviously worked very hard on it. It looks like it's a very refined product, but it's just not for me. It's not. I wanted to try and like it. I played it 3 separate times, and when I came back to, I played it, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 matches, and I was like, nope, this isn't me. And then I waited, I don't know, about like a week, and I jumped back on, and it felt a little bit better. It felt like it got faster. Like at first, it felt so sluggish. The players felt very heavy and weighted, and like they couldn't move around quick. And I wanted to get to the ball, but I felt like I was moving so slow. And I definitely noticed the speed pickups. They definitely tweaked a little bit during the alpha. They also added a second arena when I came back too. And then I waited a few days, and I was like, nah, it's still not for me. I mean, it was cool, but and then I waited a few days, and I just now finished playing again. And they added a third arena, which is cool, very similar to the other one. But it was cool to see a third arena, and they definitely tweaked the gameplay again a little bit. I felt a little bit the controls felt a little bit more responsive, if that makes sense. A little bit more like my player had some agility under his feet. Right, he just wasn't some stiff body and rollerblades. That's how it felt before. He felt like he was agile now. And then if you notice at the scoreboard, they also added the little bars to see how far the other team has gotten in each of their laps, so you can easily keep track of that. That was something that wasn't there at the beginning of the alpha. So Ubisoft has definitely been working on the game and listening to feedback. So I have to commend them for that. If I'm lucky enough to play the beta, which I hope I am, I'll definitely play it again and check it out while they tweak some things. I enjoyed it more as the alpha went on, so maybe that's something that when the beta rolls around, maybe they've cleaned some stuff up and it's a little bit more fun. But it's a really cool concept. You're skating around. You have to complete a lap before you can score. 1 lap gives you 1 point. 2 laps gives you 3 points. And 3 laps, if you can complete 3 laps without losing the ball, you get 5 points, and that's an automatic victory right there, because it's the first one to 5 or whoever's winning when the 7 minutes is up. But overall, my experience with the alpha, it was good. It's just, we'll see. It's very early stage of the game. I'm excited to see where it goes. It's very promising. It's just a little frustrating because I never really felt like I was a part of any of the games. I felt like I was just kind of skating around and not doing a whole lot to contribute. And part of that is, I wasn't the greatest, as you've seen in this gameplay, but a lot of it is no one passes the ball. And that's again not Ubisoft's fault. I'm not a game developer, so I'm not sure what you do to solve that issue. But you got to do something, because you're gonna lose people's interest who are casual players like myself, who can't jump in a game and have fun. They kind of just are skating around mindlessly, and they're not a part of anything. So they're like, I'm gonna go. I'll play something else. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you got a good insight of what the game's like. I did. It was okay. I'll leave it at that. It was all right. Again, it's the alpha. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Peace.